You know, I was born in New York City. We moved to the suburbs of New Jersey because I was starting school, and because my father says you're not going to New York public schools, and I'm glad that he thought that because that's probably not a good idea. And we had a lot of influx of people coming in from New York City into our little communities the community we moved into. And we had a lot of flooding problems, and I saw a lot of same issues happening here. Same things that I lived through as a kid. My parents at the dinner table talking about all these issues. It's like a repeat all over again. And if you look at our infrastructure, okay, how many of y'all know when we actually had regulation on storm drains? What year? Does anybody know? 1987.
Wow.
The majority of their community here, and the communities throughout Volusia County, were built before 1987. So storm drains were only put in by developers as a courtesy, but there was no regulation on it. And so we really fell behind on upgrading storm drains as we were building neighborhoods. Do you all know how many gallons of water a mature oak tree can absorb in a year? And you know? 20,000 gallons. So when you see these trees being cleared on 40 and other parts of Volusia County, right, what do you see? You see huge piles of water. Because these trees were naturally filtering the water that was coming in the rainfall we had, because it could hold 40,000 gallons of water a year. So now the water has to go somewhere else. And where does it end up? It ends up in that community next to the new community, right, that is now flooding. It's a big issue, and we definitely need to get this thing under control. I can tell you that when I was elected mayor, one of the things that I wanted to do, the direction the commission gave to city staff, was to prioritize areas of the city that need these things upgraded. And we've asked for state appropriations, which that's been a little challenge. You know, meanwhile, the state, I was a little hard to state before, I'm going to be hard to state again, okay? They're sitting on $15 billion in reserves. Why? I don't know. But we asked for some appropriations here, and they don't want to give any money. You know, it's our money, by the way. Money the state gets, it's all our money, you know what I mean? But that's another story, right? But we did get some appropriations, though. And I don't know where we are with appropriations now, but we did ask for some other things. But right now we have a lot of issues because of this old infrastructure that we have, and our new building cannot keep up with it because we need to protect what we currently have here, and that's my priority moving forward. So thank you.
Okay, what are we still on flooding?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I like to go to the experts. The biggest expert I know in this community is Barry. He's well read on that, so I will always be going to him. I go to any experts that I know of, and I think you can probably refer me to Corps of Engineers and all these other guys because I don't know that much about it. But